The biology of the ghost feeds the lantern. I broke away from the coastal path the other day. I squeezed through the trees and I found a tiny mud pond. I just stared at it at first. It looked like dead mud. But because I actually looked, the ground became alive. A tiny, exquisite crab shifted. It was perfectly camouflaged and an entire universe was thriving right at my feet, perfectly plugged into the life force of creation. And it hit me how tragically distracted we are. We live inside our heads. You get a little bit of pain in your thumb or an ache in your hand and suddenly the entire universe shrinks down to the exact size of that discomfort. Someone could come up to you and say, "Look up. Look at this incredible thing over here," but you won't. You still go straight back to your pain. The tiny ache becomes your whole reality. We do the exact same thing with our emotions. We loop old trauma like a broken record. They hurt me, my life is hard. But neurobiology proves that pain isn't happening right now. When you replay an unhealed memory, your brain fires the exact same pathways and floods your body with stress hormones. Your body cannot tell the difference between a memory and reality. It physically relives the trauma, blinding you to the present moment. You are dragging a dead corpse into paradise. God's love isn't a fluffy emotion. It is the literal electric intelligence emanating the crab in the mud, and it's the exact same love emanating in you right now. To tap into it, you have to stop worshipping your past. Can you tell your history? Once you have healed, when you haven't healed, telling the story rips open a fresh scab and it floods your body with cortisol and traps you into the past, the ghost town. But once you've healed, the biological game changes. The emotional sting is gone. Your brain moves that memory out of fight or flight and into wisdom. When you speak from healing, your body doesn't panic. It floods with gratitude and peace. You aren't bleeding onto the people around you anymore. You're showing them a scar that turns into strength. Your story stops being an anchor dragging you down back into the mud and becomes a lantern showing others the way out of the dark. God's love is right here, beating in your heart. Stop looking at your ghost. Step out of the distraction. The world is waiting for you. And so is God.